I really, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. So as you already know, today's video is going to be my first impressions of a concealer, and that concealer is the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. So this concealer has been out for quite some time, but I've never been able to try it because I've never had a shade. So I'm super glad that they extended their shade range. So I'm not exactly sure why Maybelline took so long to extend the shade range for this concealer because it's so popular, and then like their foundations and things have a pretty decent shade range, so I'm not really sure why they took so long to extend the shades on this because it's been around for such a long time, and like I said, it's so popular. Like I see everybody who can use it use it. So I'm super excited about trying it. So yeah, just to save time, I went ahead and threw on my foundation, and the foundation that I'm wearing is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream, and it just comes in a bottle like this right here. So yeah, I went ahead and threw on my foundation just to save some time, so we can just go ahead and jump right into the concealer review. So I don't want to keep talking, we're going to go ahead and get straight into the video. But before we get started, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, that way you don't miss out on any videos that I post. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. If you want to see my first impressions on the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, then please keep watching. Alright, so the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. It says that it instantly erases dark circles and fine lines. So this is the concealer, a better look at the concealer right here. I'm using the shade Caramel, and it's shade 144. So this does have like the sponge tip applicator, and you have to twist it up. This is actually starting to hurt. Alright, so here we go. Got some product. Now I would have loved to have bought multiple shades to show you all the difference in the undertones and things like that, but I'm broke, so I just had to go with the shade I felt would be the best one for me, which was the Caramel shade because it's pretty golden and I want to use it as a highlight. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, this is bright. Oh shit, okay. I got a really bright shade. Oh, is this too bright? Alright, so this is pretty bright, but we'll see how it all blends out. And this is a lot of product I'm using too. And it looks like it's really full coverage. So I'm going to use my beauty blender to go ahead and blend that out. Oh, this is so full coverage. And the shade I got is so, oh my gosh. I probably should have put on as much as I put on. Let's blend this out. So in my opinion, this is definitely a full coverage product. Now, I may go back and buy one shade that's just, you know, a little darker for more of a natural highlight, but blend it out. I'm really liking the way that this is looking. And if my hands are ashy, just ignore them. My hands, they're always ashy. So this is the shade Caramel. I feel like I was gonna get this in the shade Hazelnut. Something told me to get the shade Hazelnut. Okay, now I did prep my skin and everything, and the only thing I will say about the concealer is I would have expected it to be a little bit more hydrating, or I wish it was or felt a little bit more hydrating. And I mean, it's my first time using it. Maybe when I use it like again with like different skincare products, I may feel differently, but I did expect it, or I did think it was gonna feel a little bit more hydrating. So on camera, the concealer is looking really smooth, but, and if I'm looking over here, it's because I'm looking at myself right here. But the color looks okay on camera. In person, I feel like I would want a shade just a little darker. I should have got the Hazelnut, which was a shade that was like a hair darker. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Sacha Buttercup powder to set this concealer, and I'm using this one because I need that little hue of yellow because I need this to look a little bit more golden. Like I said, not sure. Like on camera it looks fine. Like on camera it looks fine, but like when I'm looking in my mirror, this color makes me look a little like grayish. It's not as yellow as I thought it was gonna be like on my skin. So I need a little bit of brightness, a little bit of more yellow. So I'm gonna use the Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I'm going to set under my eye with that. So yeah, I definitely like the way that it's looking better now that I've added a little bit of the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. It just gives me a little bit more of that golden hue that I want. Because like I said, the concealer was going a little gray because it's too light, and I'm not knocking it because I'm the one who chose the shade, but I just have to go back and y'all have to get like a darker shade. Alright, so my computer overheated and it turned off, so I figured while it was cooling down I would just go ahead and just do the rest of my makeup really quickly and then come back and finish telling you all about the concealer. So the concealer to me is definitely a fuller coverage. Like I said, I'm not happy with the color in person. Like I said, that's my fault because I'm the one who picked the shade, so I'll have to go back and like find another shade. The concealer looks smooth. The concealer covers and everything. So I definitely see what all the hype was about. Personally, I wish it was a little bit more hydrating. I didn't expect it to feel like how it went on, and I did prep my skin and everything. So I definitely like the concealer. I'll probably like it a little bit more when I go back and get a different shade. So if you love this concealer, if you've tried it, definitely leave a comment below. I want to know your thoughts on it. So yeah, as of right now, I like the concealer. If you want to kind of keep up with how I'm loving the concealer or how I'm loving any products I talk about on my channel, it'd just be best if you follow me on Snapchat. Now, warning, I do a lot of lip syncing on Snapchat. So if you don't want to watch me lip sync, then don't follow me on Snapchat because I do that a lot. But yeah, just follow me on Snapchat if you want to see like how I'm continuing to love the concealer and everything like that. Also, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, definitely be sure to leave them in the description box below. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my first impression on this concealer. I'll definitely keep you guys updated. So once again, I just want to thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and I will see y'all on my next one. Bye guys.